join us?
Good morning, Miss. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Sit down.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, as you know, we've just came back from our holidays, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you were on holidays, you were traveling. Some of you were traveling. And while you were traveling, there was this one thing you were using to find the position where you are, to find the location, and to find direction. What is that? What were you using to find direction, to find where you are going? What were you using?
A car.
Yes, you were using a map. So, can you guess today's topic?
Today's topic is about a map.
Yes, today we will be learning about a map, but we'll focus mainly on a topographic map, isn't it?
Yes.
So, can somebody tell me what is a topographic map? Anybody?
Miss, a topographic map is the type of map that shows and evaluates the position of the land.
Yes, you are not entirely correct, but you are getting there. A topographic map is a detailed record of a land area, given the position and the elevation of natural and man-made features, isn't it?
Yes.
And a topographic map has got the following characteristics. Can anybody name the characteristics of a topographic map that you know?
Elevation, because it is included in the definition.
Okay, another one.
Scale.
Yes, the scale. Another one. You can't be the only one answering.
Legend.
Okay, also a legend and also contour lines, isn't it?
Yes.
So,
Miss, what are contour lines?
we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So, now we'll focus on contour lines. Contour lines are lines on the map that connect points of equal height above sea level, isn't it?
Yes.
So I've got a map here. I'll show you the examples. Contour lines are these brown lines that you can see on the map, like these brown lines. Also, these are contour lines. You can see here, these are contour lines, and also these are contour lines, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so we move. So now what you need to know about contour lines is that contour lines never cross each other, isn't it?
Yes.
Contour lines never cross each other. Whenever it happens that contour lines cross each other to form a single contour line, we call that there is a vertical cliff, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss,
Mm-hmm.
there in the chart, the first picture,
Mm-hmm.
are those contour lines?
No, these are not counter lines. Oh, these are counter lines. But you'll understand when you get here, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Then we move to, you know that there are steep and gently slopes, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Can somebody tell me what is a steep slope?
Steep slope.
Yes. Steep slope. Steep slope.
Miss,
Okay.
I think steep
Steep slope.
slopes are exactly like this. The first picture is when the contour lines are close together.
Oh yes, but here they are not close together. But you are correct. A steep slope is when contour lines are close to one another, isn't it?
Yes.
Then now you know gentle slope, it is the opposite. Then gentle slope is when contour lines are far apart from each other, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
gentle slope.
Okay, they're not entirely example of gentle slope, but you understand that when we learn about contour patterns, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Then I've already explained. Here's another thing that you need to know. There's a difference between contour lines. You see? Okay, let me make an example here. You see it's 100, it's 120, it's 140. What do we call this? What do we call a difference between contour lines?
I think counter patterns.
No, we call that contour interval. That is a contour interval. Contour interval is the difference between the heights, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then we move. Okay, let me show you an example here. For example, on this map, the contour interval of this map is 20 meters, isn't it? Yes, you can see down here that it is written 20 meters, isn't it? Yes.
That's escape.
No, I mean here. It's written in yellow.
Okay,
Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Counter interval are written in color in the map.
No, they are the difference between contour lines. For example, here it is written 100 and here it is written 120. What is the difference between these contour lines?
20.
Yes, that is the contour interval. It's the difference between the contour lines, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then we move. Okay, before we move to counter patterns, we now know what is a map, isn't it? We now know that a map is a model of reality, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, we now know that a topographic map is a detailed record of a land area giving a position and elevation of natural and human-made features, isn't it? We now know the characteristics of a topographic map. We now know the slopes. You now can identify that this slope is steeper and this slope is
Gentle.
yes, gently. You can spot the different hair contour lines are close to one another. Hair contour lines are far apart, isn't it?
Yes.
You now can, and if you come across this question in an exam, you can now answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Then now we can move to counter patterns. So, can somebody tell me what are counter patterns? Yes?
Counter patterns are lines that shows lines that shows the shapes of the land.
Yes, counter patterns are lines that shows the shape of the land, isn't it?
Yes.
They help us see how low or how high the ground is, especially even though the map is flat, but you can see that this is high or this is low, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now we move to the first counter patterns. We move to a river valley. This is a river valley. Can you repeat after me? River valley.
River valley.
Yes, a river valley is a low land. A river valley is the low land between hills and mountain where the river flows, isn't it?
Yes.
This is a river valley. This is the river. You can see. This is the river. These are hills, or you can say these are mountains. The river is in between, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. A river valley often look like a V from the side. This look like you can see like it's a V from the side, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, a river valley is narrow at the bottom. This is the bottom. You can see that it is narrow and it is wider at the top. This is the top. You can see that it is wider, isn't it? Yes, there are also contour lines. You can see the contour interval here. It is 20 because it is 100, 120, 140, 160, and 180, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then we move to to hills. You know hills, have you come across hills? Hills are like mountain. Have you come across that?
Yes.
Okay, a hill is a raised area of land. It is like a small mountain, but it's not a mountain, but it is like a small mountain. It is higher than the land around it, isn't it?
Yes.
They say it is higher than the land around it. For example, we've got a bed, we've got a floor. The hill is higher than the land around it, and the bed is higher, the floor is downwards. You can see. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, then we move on a topographic map. Hills looks like a bunch of circles. These are a bunch of circles. You can identify hills by knowing a bunch of circles that are inside one another. You can see this is a circle, this circle are inside one another, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, the smallest circle in the middle. Can somebody tell me what it is? The small circle in the middle. This is a hill, it's like this. Then the small circle in the middle. What is it? Okay. Stone. Stony? No, it is not the stone. This is the top of the hill. This is a hill. Then at the top, you can see this is a hill. Then there's a small circle. This is the top of the hill. It's like a mountain, like this. Then this is the top of the hill. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, then we move. Oh, I forgot. Hills are round and smooth, isn't it? Yes, they are not tall like mountain, isn't it? Yeah, and they are not pointy like mountains. You can see some mountains are pointy. Hills are a little bit pointy, but not pointy like mountains, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, then we move to mountain. All of you knows what a mountain is, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, we learned that hills are high, but not high as a mountain, isn't it?
Yes.
So a mountain is a very tall hill. A mountain is a very tall hill, much higher than the land around it, isn't it?
Yes.
They say it has steep sides and a peak at the top, like a peak at the top, isn't it?
Yes.
Then contour lines are closer together. You can see this mountain, contour lines are closer together, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Then we move to a ridge. This is a ridge. A ridge is like a longer contour pattern. A ridge is a long, narrow area of highland, like the top of a hill that stretches out. It is the top of a hill. You can see it stretches out here. It is the top of the hill, but it stretches out. You can say it's elongated, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, they say a hill, they stretch out in a line showing the ridge slant. They stretch out in a line showing the length of the ridge, isn't it? Lines bend like a U or a V shape, but the point of the V faces away from the high ground. They say the point of the V faces away from the high ground. It faces away, it's like this. These lines are facing away from the higher ground, isn't it?
Yes.
Contour lines of a ridge are close to one another, which means they are contour lines of a ridge are close to one another, which means they are steep. Yes, which means they are steep. When they are far apart, it means they are gentle. Yes, it means they are gentle. Then we move to the last contour pattern, which is a spur. They say this one. They say a spur is a small piece of highland that sticks out from the side of a hill or a mountain. It's a small piece of highland that sticks out from the hill or a mountain, isn't it?
Yes.
But the contour lines also bend in a U or a V shape. The point of a V shape faces away from the high ground. Last time I had mentioned that even here the V shape faces away from the high ground. Also in a sphere, the V shape faces away from the what? From the high ground. From the what?
From the high ground.
Yes. It is the opposite of a valley which points into the hill. It is the opposite with the valley because a valley points into the hill, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we've learned about contour patterns. We've learned about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contour patterns. Can you still remember them? Can you mention them?
Yes.
Okay. You.
A river valley.
A river valley.
Mountains.
A mountain.
Hills.
A hill.
Ridges.
A ridge. And the last one.
Spain.
And a spur. So I've got a class activity here. Okay, we can do the question by looking at the map. This is the map. Are contour lines far from each other or they are closer together? No, here are the lines.
They are closer together.
Yes, they are closer together, which means they are
Steep.
okay, which means they are steep. Then, okay, what is the contour interval of this map?
Contour interval is 5.
No, 5. Contour interval, I've told you that a contour interval is the difference between heights. It's what meters? Is it 15 meters? Is it 5 meters? Is it 20 meters? Oh, I see you are struggling. It's 20 meters. The contour interval of this map is 20 meters. Okay, guys, today you've learned about the features of a topographic map. You now know contour patterns. You now know contour lines. You now know what a contour interval is. So you won't have any problem answering an exam if you are asked this question, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, we are done. So thank you.